Hi there. I have been having many technical difficulties, so I apologize in advance if we have any issues here. Today, I want to talk about your home equity. I made several calls today on some possible sellers, and it's unbelievable the equity that some of them have in their homes. It's quite a bit. However, the current state of equity is not the same everywhere. I have a little report here that they're calling it was actually the end of March recalibration. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but we had $17 trillion in what's becoming increasingly average for home equity in the first quarter. That's what they're saying. But we're slowly losing it. The average homeowner with a mortgage lost 8,500 in equity between 2024 and 2025. Despite the erosion, they still hold a $295,000 cushion in accumulated home equity per loan. This is an average. Now, these are average numbers. The negative equity, properties that are underwater with negative equity, rose to 2.2. It's a 21% increase year over year. Now, it's divided up. It's even divided up if you look in one county. You'll have places that, yes, they have the build-up equity, and then places where they don't. The Sun Belt, believe it or not, in Florida, which is where I work in real estate, is eroding. 25,000 are seeing most significant erosions due to rising inventory that we have and losing demand. We don't have quite the demand for the property that we had going for years and years and years. Now, the prediction for 2026 and beyond, forecasters suggest the erosion part may be hitting the floor, meaning it won't go too much lower. But they say don't expect a return to the 20% annual gains of like we had in 2021. That means may not erode anymore, but you may not see a lot of gains. That's the way I interpret that. Major institution JP Morgan predict national home prices will stall at a zero growth rate. That's a price stagnation that they're anticipating for 2026. And when everything's unpredictable, it's normal for things to just kind of stall because both sides of the equation are waiting to see what's going to happen. So that's not normal. Another thing they're saying is they think the mortgage rates are going to stabilize near 6%. This increase in supply is they just expect that it's going to stay through 2027. And that's unpredictable too. They're just saying this is what we think. Increase the HELOC rates hitting a 3-year low around 7.17. More homeowners are expected to intentionally erode their equity, by borrowing against the high interest debt for renovations or to pay off debts. The employment lever. This threat is the biggest threat to our equity in 2026. It's the labor market. A significant rise in unemployment could trigger forced sales. People that can't afford their homes, so they're forced to sell, which would lead to a rapid equity erosion in a very vulnerable market. And that's not a real cheerful look ahead, but it is something I wanted to share. It's the predictions as of the end of March for this is pretty much the first quarter of what they see in the equity business. I'm Linda Hollington, Caldwell Banker Paradise. Thank you for joining me, and leave your questions. And I thank the person that wanted to hear this message today, what was going on with equity. I think it was a good question to ask. Thank you. See you again real soon.